Thanks, Kelly. Well, all the local Chamber of Commerces just seem to be reaching for the stars right now. I'm here with the Lee County Chamber of Commerce. Miss Lisa Davis is the vice president. And Mr. Kevin Dowling over there, he's the principal of Lee County High School. And coming up next week, you all have a wonderful breakfast that you are pretty much honoring two superstars we've got here in Lee County.
Yes, ma'am. This is for our star student and our star teacher. It's a pretty neat thing. Eggs and Issues, the Chamber puts it on, and we're very honored to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Now, before we get into those superstars, first I want to talk about this Eggs and Issues breakfast. It is an annual breakfast that y'all are having, and eggs, I'm assuming, are going to be served.
Yes,
but what
ma'am,
are these issues you're talking about?
Well, our guest speaker this year will be Dr. Walters. He's our school superintendent, and he's going to be discussing, we've got a new elementary school that's being built, and he'll be talking about the changes that come with the new school and how excited we are. The breakfast will be at the new Oakland Library and the Bindery.
Which I hear is just beautiful.
It is gorgeous. We've had a few events there. Very excited about that. It'll be Tuesday, February the 12th. Coffee and networking start at 6:30. The actual breakfast and the program starts at 7.
Wonderful. Well, when you think of issues, you usually think of things kind of negative, but this sounds like a very, very positive breakfast.
Oh, yes, very much so. Of course, we love to honor the star student, star teacher. They both very dedicated, obviously. So it's all upbeat. And like I said, we've got a lot of exciting things going on at Lee County. We discuss some of the things that are going on, but as I said, mostly this time we're going to be talking about our new schools.
Wonderful. Now, Principal, I want to brag a little bit about the star student and the star teacher. What did it take to get this recognition?
Well, star student basically is a student who, in senior class, in one sitting of the SAT, makes the highest score. There's now 3 components to the SAT. There's 800. There's a possibility of 800 for each, so it takes a pretty high score.
I had to take the SATs 3 times. And then I finally got my best score.
Well,
but goodness.
It's a great competition. I mean, and the kids know, they take the SAT, and there's several of them that'll take it a few times to try to, get the highest score.
Sure.
Person also
Like
has to be in
me.
the also has to be in the top 10% of the senior class, which obviously he is. And then the student, once selected, and once the student wins that award, the student chooses the teacher that they had as an actual teacher who most inspired them or motivated them through their school. So
Wonderful. Well, coming up a little bit later on Good Day, we're actually going to be talking to that star student and his star teacher. But real quick, how can we get tickets to this breakfast?
Just call the chamber and 759-2422, and we'll be happy to make a reservation for them.
Sounds great. We'll keep looking forward to Good Day because we are, like I said, talking to that star student and star teacher. But right now we're going to hand it on over to Kelly. Thanks so much, Kelly. I am here with Alan Oon and Mr. Dr. Dave Baltenberger.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a
Yes,
mouthful,
that is.
but he's got a wife who's also a doctor, who's also a teacher
Correct.
over at Lee County. But
Yes.
we've got the star teacher and the star student who are being honored at the Eggs and Issues breakfast coming up next week over in Lee County. But Alan, I got to ask, great honor to be given
you.
this. Again, congratulations to you. You won it because you have the top SAT score, top student in his class, one of the top students in his class. So I got to ask, what was your SAT score?
It was a 2220 out of 2400.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Again, I took the SATs 3 times, and I don't think my
I took it 3
score
times.
was anywhere close. But what are your hopes and dreams? What do you want to do in college next year?
I hope to go to Georgia Tech, major in engineering. Not too decided on what I'm doing. But I plan on having a field in alternative energies. Hopefully I can do something with that. It should be fun.
Well, he is just going to save the world for all of us. We definitely appreciate that for you. But you have a special relationship with Dr. Baltenberger here. How did you decide to pick him?
Well, first off, he was my physics teacher, and I found that I really like physics. But then he was the one that nominated me for the Governor's Honors Program in physics, which I did get into. And kind of a bond grew out of that, I guess.
Wonderful. Well, again, congratulations to both of you. Dr. Baltenberger, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself. You've been teaching here in Lee County for
I've been
a few
teaching,
years.
yes, 7 years in Lee County, 1 year in Mitchell County. And I teach physics and astronomy. And yes, it's been a good ride. Alan's a really good student. He works hard, applies himself, likes to be challenged, which that's a lot of fun for a teacher.
Absolutely. And
Yes.
physics, I mean, that's one of the toughest classes in high
Yeah,
school.
it's not very easy, no. A lot of math, yes.
That it is. Now, Alan, what else do you do in high school? You mentioned the governor's program in physics.
Or that was a summer program
Okay.
thing. But then extracurricular-wise, I do speech and debate. I kind of debate or speak at tournaments regionally, in the state, nationally even. and that's fun. Also played tennis. I do a bunch of other random extracurricular activities. You know, it's a lot of stuff.
You hear about these kids being well-rounded these days, but holy cow. Now, it is an eggs and issues breakfast, so I got to ask, what's your favorite type of eggs?
I'd go with scrambled myself.
Scrambled?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the eggs I use are fried into rice.
They totally didn't know I was going to ask that. Threw it out on the whim. No math or anything involved, so I'm sorry if that kind of threw you off. But again, congratulations to the both of you. The Eggs and Issues Breakfast is coming up. Let me get on my facts. It is next Friday, February 8th. If you want tickets for that breakfast, you can contact the Lee County Chamber of Commerce. Again, both of you, congratulations. We certainly appreciate you coming on, and we look forward to hearing big things from the two of you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Kelly, back on over to you.